I want to tell y'all a dream that I had not too long ago today. Literally not too long ago, right? Not too long ago when I fell asleep for a nap. All right, y'all. So I was chilling somewhere, right? I was chilling somewhere where I can physically see the news. I was in a room with the TV on, and I don't know what news station. All I know is I was watching the news. And as I was watching the news, I saw China launching a weapon against the United States. I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? They instantly caught my eye. And a lot of people watching as well. And as the weapon was launched, it's like the weapon, once it got to the United States, once it hit, it didn't make a lot of impact when it initially hit. The bad part of the weapon was it caused earthquakes. And that was weird to me. Because it's like earthquakes was happening, bro. Like it's like I felt the earthquake, I felt the tectonic plates moving. It's like the weapon job was to use the United States military advantage against itself. And I kind of picked up in a dream that like we was in a war with China, right? We was in a war with China. And everybody knows, everybody has a common sense that you cannot invade the United States, right? You can't just straight up invade the United States because the way the United States is set up, like it's literally the most perfect place for a country to be in defense of an invasion. And it's like these people, the Chinese, in this case, Chinese and Russia, but we're gonna talk about Russia like in a little bit. But right now, we're just talking about China, right? It's like China, they made a weapon that moved the tectonic plates, that caused the tectonic plates to move. Like it was like moving, and it was like a lot of earthquakes. For y'all who don't know, that's how earthquakes are, like tectonic plates moving. And they was moving bad, like it was like extremely bad earthquakes, right? And it caused a lot of people to panic. It caused buildings to crash. It caused like so much stuff going on. And Russia, as this was going on, right, it was kind of like a distraction. Russia, they sent like hundreds of nukes across their respective like pond or river. I don't know what the river is towards the United States. So it was earthquakes going on, and it was Russia sending nukes, just bombing all the American cities, right? It was like a cut in the dream, right? It was like a cut. I saw a plane.
Whatever you think he could be thinking about. Because to me, if I would think of any river, it'd be the Mississippi River / Nile River. Hmm. Mm, yep. Mississippi/Nile River.
It was like, I don't know if it was China. I know it was an enemy plane. And for y'all who don't know, Washington D.C.'s airspace is probably the most protected airspace in the world, right? Protected airspace in the world. I saw an enemy plane fly so low, like a little cartoon point of view. It flew low, low in the Capitol, low, just right above Congress. Drop the bomb. Drop the bomb, right? Drop the bomb. And it made another cut in the dream. I was chilling in the room watching TV, and the United States surrendered to Russia and China.
Now, if we surrendered that quickly, I could see that. You know why I could see that happening? Because Asians have always studied biology, and they always been a scholar of just different things in the study of anything, people, weapons. It's just a lot. Like, when you think about it, it's just like, oh shit, hold up. As he's describing it, okay. One weapon that China and the United States have been creating is the EPM, electric pulse magnet, and it's just like it. If you ever had like one of those, if you ever had a sports injury where they give you these packet or an accident or something where they used to give you these packs, and then like send you little shocks, and your legs tense up. So yeah, so they've been doing that for the atmosphere too. So maybe they've been creating earthquakes just to see if it'll trigger it. And people with money do some things, boy. They do some things, man, and it's almost like, what? So I wanted to do that, and just recreate some things to go on with along with what he's saying, because damn. And then you already know Russia been wanting to drop some bombs on us, the one thing I could say, in the Bible, it do talk about how, the world will go out this time not by water but with fire. What's the best way to distract everybody? Everybody sit here crying, and that's the sneak attack. That's the Trojan horse. You can have people, how many agents are here right now that people just don't bother. And before I go into any culture, let me just say this right now. I understand that there's good and evil in every culture. I get it, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the good people and not the evil people. That's what all I want to surround me. And I have went on rants previously before on different cultures, on different races of people, and I can admit that. But in the same token, I could say that I genuinely have love for everyone, and I do want to see the best out of people. You know, I was just thinking, I was kind of just thinking about like that's why I kind of gave Trump a chance. You know, it's because yeah, you're passionate about what you're passionate about, but at the end of the day, I'm passionate about good and not evil. And if I was to vote, yeah, I don't believe in voting. And the reason why I don't believe in voting is because uh, the government was created in 1708. And, you know, to me, to believe in a system and or to feel like my vote matters to someone or something that was created during the time where my people was captured and the people that helped me were killed as well and their families were ostracized or their families had to make a statement to let them know that they were on the sides of, you know, not treating people equally. So it was when I sit here and I talk about people and these cultures, if you take offense to it, then you know you may be one of these people. But if you're not one of these people, then you know whatever I say shouldn't offend you. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, there are people in different cultures that speak crazy about us. You know, um, when people talk about our culture, it's not like they're joking. We joke a lot. We joke a lot. So when we speak on other cultures, it's kind of like, haha. But when people speak on our culture, it kind of seems like they are trying to push a narrative of truth. Um, but at the end of the day, we just got to take it, you know, just like they trying to push it out as a joke, like the Andrew Schultz situations. Do I like what he said? Nah. Do I respect the fact that he said it? Yeah. Now I know where your mind frame is, whether it was a joke or not. All right, I'm gonna just put that in the back of my mind. You capable of doing something like that? You know, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm saying. So let's get back to it.
And then like I was in a room, I was in a room. I was just observing the room like this is a TV screen, basically, right? You know what I'm saying? I had a TV point of view. It's like you don't know the viewers there, but like they're still watching, basically. Like what Big Brother in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like a Big Brother point of view, right? Big Brother. So I was watching a meeting, a secret meeting, and it was like U.S. politicians. They was dapping up with like Russia and China and Arabic leadership, bro. I'm like, hold on, like these people sold out. That's what I got for the dream. Like, yo, like these people sold out, bro. Like these people like sold out the American secrets, bro. These people like help Russia and China complete their tasks. You know what I'm saying? And then everywhere I went in the dream, it's like I saw the American flag, but I saw China and Russia flag like just obviously hovering over the American flag. That kind of symbolizes like, yo, like we lost and stuff like that. And then one of my friends called me. They was like, hey, bro, you good, bro? You good, bro? You good, bro? Like, you still got a job, bro? You still got a job? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was something like that, bro. And then I remember, like, at one point of the dream, right, I was like crawling in the snow, crawling in the snow. And then this Arabic dude, I saw him frequently through the dream, right? This Arabic dude. And this Arabic dude, you could tell he was like the head of the snake. He was the main honcho, the head honcho, right? Like this Arabic European dude, right? It's like in the dream, I asked him, yo, like, can you kill me? Out the blue, I said, yo, can you kill me, right? This man, he said, no. looking at the dream, like, why would I ask that? You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, can you kill me? This dude said no. And then later on, it's like this dude took a large stick. He jammed my heart, and then I died. I died. And then the dream cut off, and I woke up, bro. I'm like, that dream felt like a movie. I want to tell y'all.
Why would you say that at the end? I don't know. I would ask myself that too. Why would I say that at the end of the dream? Can you kill me? No. No. Well, Boy, I don't know. I'd be lurking. I don't know. Well, maybe he ain't tell the full end. I don't know, man. But that's wild. That's wild. Well, I like listening to stuff like this. You know what I mean? Could it be a sign? In the event of this, and this is why another reason why I don't vote either. Because in the event of this happening, how do you think the government would handle it? How do you think the government would handle us? Do you truly think the government would have our best interest at heart when it comes down to an actual real attack on the people? Do you? When we have peaceful protests, do the police help us protest, or do they start attacking us and arresting us? When 9/11 happened, what happened? When 9/11 happened, what happened to all those people? What happens to the people who've really had a psychological breakdown in the military after being in combat? Do you know? If they don't have a strong support system at home, some of them get lost in the sauce. So when I take into account all of that that's happening, and somebody says something like this, that they had a dream, it made me think, how would our government react to something like this when it comes down to the people? How did they react with Hurricane Helena? And I understand there's a lot of other hurricanes that happen around the world, but we talking about our government and what our government is doing. Well, we've been paying taxes towards just to make sure it's a just in case, and they were just supposed to look out for the money. Look over the money, make sure that we have a just in case fund, make sure that the roads are good, make sure that you are policing all the bad guys. This is what they said the system was for. Policing all the bad guys, making sure making sure there's fair competition across the board, making sure nobody's creating a monopoly in this country. But yet, they have let all of this happen in our country. This is what we were paying them to do. But they let us down. They let me down because all I see is a monopoly on the housing systems, monopoly on big corporations. There's even a monopoly into getting into the government. Monopoly in the music industry. Monopoly on the health insurance, the car insurance, the cell phone companies. And it got smaller and smaller and smaller. And I remember when it started happening, I believe this was 2001 when it started happening. If I'm not mistaken, because if it was 2001, then that's when I just remember we went from hard plastic DVD cases to like the soft plastic DVD cases. That's when I knew something switched with the economy. That's when a lot of people knew like something is up. And that's when we discovered, like, we just started seeing a lot of made in China, made in China, made in China everywhere. We really did. I can't quite put my finger on when that change happened. But when that happened, and everybody was looking and saying, damn, this shit is made in China. And it came all the way over here. Their job was thinner, it was more flexible, cheap, you know. So I remember when the change happened. But the Twin Towers were down. I do know that the Twin Towers were down. So I don't remember when that was. And I don't want to put nothing on Obama's era, but I think it was around the time when Obama came in office. Because 9/11 happened in 2001. Hey Siri, when was President Bush term? So yeah, it had to be like in Bush term. So it had to be like around in Bush era. Because 2001 happened, 2009. So yeah, it had to be around the end of the Bush era. Yeah, I want to say. But Russia, China have been planning this for 20 years. So I guess Lord thy God is getting different people in position. It's the picture's kind of clear now. Now I got into it with somebody on TikTok about the Jay-Z case. And I just want people to understand something, because this is all I wanted her to understand was this is chess. This ain't checkers. People have learned that when you show your hand, what even the hint of the hand that you're trying to play, uh there are people that are just going to run over it or try different ways to destroy it. So people have learned to create tricks and traps to how can I say, people have learned to create tricks and traps to draw you out to see what your hand is, you know. And people are catching on to the fact that some people are doing it and some people ain't just caught on to this fact, this trend, you know. But eventually people will catch on to the fact that, you know, what the internet is teaching us right now, everything is an illusion until it can be proven factual. And sometimes when you throw that bait out there, you know, um, it can pretty much blow up in your face. Especially when you said that I said that, hold on. Because you said that I said that, stop sharing. You said that I, yes. Uh, you said that I said activity. What? Oh, my bad. So she accused me. So this the video right here, y'all. Hold on. Comments, activity. Um. Okay. So let's see. So what's her name? Queenland. Hold on, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Alright. So her name is Queenland. Okay, Queenland. So her name is Queenland. I do like having debates on here about different stuff. But when I looked at this video, I ain't gonna cap. When I looked at this video, I just kind of seen a visualization of, you know, go up, man.
People like you.
Okay. So I kind of, when I seen her and how she was going off in the first video, I'm gonna show you the first video as well. But but I told her she sounded like She sounded like okay. Let's just play the video right quick.
You scare me because even though you can have the facts and evidence right in your face, you will still say somebody is guilty of something. You don't need to be on no fucking body jail because you literally sitting up here saying this
Oh, okay.
of this allegation, even it was proven that he's not guilty, even though proven this girl lied because her day came out. You remember driving his 13 autistic-year-old child from 5 hours from where they live. He will remember that. Friend dropped her off 5 hours away from her house, dropped her off, knowing that she's mentally disabled. So you mean to tell me her 20-year-old friend, now deceased, dropped her off somewhere, knowing that this girl is autistic, knowing this girl really ain't got the damn common sense of a grape. And you mean to tell me that makes sense to you? And now the 20-year-old friend is deceased. Every time there's supposed to be evidence proving that she's right, it's always an excuse. Oh, I signed the NDA, but I didn't get a copy of it. Oh, I ran through a crowd of people half naked, but nobody noticed me. Oh, I was outside putting my clothes on, but nobody still noticed me, even though people was pulling up to the party. Oh, I ran to a gas station and I remember the driver's route. Oh, my dad, I had to call my dad to come pick me up, even though I did lie to him about what happened to me. And he said that he didn't even pick her ass up. He don't even remember shit like this happening. Oh, I was talking to a band member, and I remember his tattoo because it was a tattoo of the Last Supper. And then the band member said that was in another motherfucking country on tour, which just can be fact checked. Let me tell you something. When NBC do any type of interviews with anybody, they have to fact check because they don't want to get sued. So they fact check everything this girl said, and it turned out to be a lie. How the fuck was Jay-Z and Diddy was supposed to be at an after party together when they was in two different fucking locations? And that was our pictures to prove that. How the fuck a 30-year-old, autistic 30-year-old at that got access to a celebrity's limousines when Eminem did a performance that night and he took over the whole interest of outside because he had lookalikes looking like him. So where was the limousines parked at? It sure wasn't in front of the damn building. They only dropped out the celebrity.
All right, so then as you can see, I said I scrolled down here. So when I looked at her, I was just I wasn't really looking at her too much, but I was listening to what she was saying and I was going off of her energy and I was just laughing because it was funny to me. It was fucking funny to me what I visualized as she was talking. And it was just kind of like, I get an energy of somebody coming to her that was young and told her that something happened, and she kind of was like, nah, that's a good man. Why would you say that about that person? So that's the energy I got from her. So when I typed, I didn't say she was. When I typed, um, so when I typed that, you sound like, hold on. So when I typed that, you sounded like hold on. I had typed that. I didn't say she did, she didn't. I just said she sounded like, by the way she was talking, she sounded as if, if that was to ever happen in her life, that's what she would do. That's how she would kick it to this person, to whoever came to her and was just like, hey, this happened to me. And, uh I don't know how to deal with it. That's all I was saying. And she got offended. And she made this video right here. I'm trying to pull it up. Ugh. Okay. But these, like I said, these make some good think pieces for good debates. I like to hear other people's point of view. I'm not completely shutting her point of view down. It's just I think she took it personal what I said. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just saying, okay, here we go. There we go. When as you were talking and what you were saying and how you were saying it, it just kind of seemed like, it just kind of sounded like, this is what you would say and do. I said, as you can see, it says, you sound like the type that would ignore your child if they told you a family member touched them. You would be like, prove it. You'd be like, prove it. Not enough for me. Your story ain't adding up. He a good man. And I started laughing and shake my head. Like, and bruh, she got so fucking offended. I made her so mad. She made some more videos. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull these up. Cause that shit was funny to me, man. That shit was funny to me, bruh. Hold on. And so then she say this in response to me.
She didn't remember all the fucking details. Why the fuck did she lie in her damn lawsuit? Why did she make up shit? She didn't remember. Only thing she could have said was she didn't remember. I read 21 pages of that damn lawsuit, and everything she said verbatim, came out her own fucking mouth. If she didn't you something, if somebody took you inappropriately, that's something you will never fucking forget. Somebody take your innocence from you, that's something you'll never fucking forget. And another thing, no. Let me tell you something. If somebody touched you inappropriately, that's something you will never fucking forget. Somebody take your innocence from you, that's something you'll never.
Yeah, truthfully, you'll never forget that. Like, you will never forget what how a person touched you. Yeah, you're right about that. You are so right about that situation. But at the end of the day, if she had she was drinking, she had alcohol in her system, she had drugs in the system, and she's mentally disabled. Those are three things you got to take into account of. And the judge, there are laws for mentally disabled people and what's going on. So you got to take that into account as well. You got to take that shit into account.
Fucking forget. And another thing, why make up lies in your lawsuit, and then you get to the interview, you saying that you don't remember, or you have some inconsistencies because it's been so long ago, but in your lawsuit it stays different. When the damn interviewer asked her, how did you speak to somebody in the band that she claims she spoke to when they was on tour?
And then, like, you're sitting here saying, oh, that's not possible. They just convicted R. Kelly for doing the same thing. This man went on tour with R. Kelly. So, I took a couple of days to think about this because, like, for real, are you serious? You said the woman was mentally disabled.
When the interviewer asked her, "How did you see P Diddy and Jay Z when they were in two different locations?" When the interviewer asked her, "How did your daddy come pick you up?" and he said that he never came pick you up. When the interviewer asked her,
Oh man. Okay. So I thought the daddy dropped her off. He picked her up. Oh yeah. 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 I could see that happening. Yeah. Well, I didn't man, what? What? Yeah, I could see that happening.
and the interviewer asked her this, not me. The interviewer asked her this.
Most definitely, yeah. I could see that happening where the dad comes and picks her up and the dad not wanting to admit that. Because maybe he signed an NDA.
How what the fuck you was rugged and you fought Diddy off? What type of strength you had? Because the damn
She was mentally disabled. You know, they got a special type of strength, man. They got a special type of strength.
rugs that Diddy was giving people was knocking their ass out unconscious. A grown person couldn't even handle that shit. So you mean to tell me a 13-year-old could? Hmm?
She thinks she cooking too. She thinks she cooking, and it's just kind of like if you've already went through one person and you realize another person is coming, yeah, you gonna fight for every ounce of your life. Some people do get away. Some people do get away. And just how you coming at it, it just kind of just seemed like I said, it just sound like how you would just protect that black man by any means necessary. This is how you talking to me and like giving me all these questions about this and that. Like, would you talk to the person that's how I'm looking at it. Like, damn, like if this person was in front of you and you was the lawyer, like this is how you would talk to him. Or this is your child. This is the kind of questions you would ask your child if they tell you this. Now, I wonder they waited 24 years just to tell you. Boy, I don't know. Kids ask 1,000,001 questions. So, that's why I ain't got them. I don't have them because I already knew all these questions. I ain't dealing with it. But it's just kind of the way the energy you giving off behind these questions. And that's why I wrote, you sound like. Look how aggressive you get. And this is not the video I wanted to show you, though. It's most definitely not. I think she took that one.
You said you.
Yeah, I think she took that one down.
If she didn't remember all the fucking details,
Yeah,
why
she
the fuck?
took that one down.
Danny, ain't this your text place? Danny.
She took that one down.
Biggest parenting mistake I ever made.
She took that one down, y'all. You guys. And it's cool. But we gonna see because all kind of accusations. This but the truth will prevail. The truth most definitely will prevail in any situation. So I wasn't too much worried about it. I just kind of but I wanted to say something on that video. I wanted to say something under that video because you kind of felt like I said you were, and that's not what I was saying. That's not at all what I was saying. What I was saying was you sounded like how aggressive you was coming, how much energy you was putting behind it. It just made it sound like it ain't nothing. And if I offended you, then I'm just like an old nigga now. Hey, if I offended you, that's the way you took it, baby girl. I ain't trying to offend you. I was just laughing at the fact that that's how you sound. Like, hey, it's my thought process. This how I want to think. And like I knew it bothered you. I knew it bothered you after the back and forth we had. So it was just kind of like I ain't mean to bother you, but I did have that's the energy that I just picked up, the energy that came off of you. And no worries, a lot of people get weird vibes from when I say shit. Cause I tell you quick, like I'm like, damn, I don't want to say nothing, but I gotta say something. I told a dude in this grocery store, like I was just looking at him and I just kind of seen him just kind of like writing, and just smiling. And I was like, you should start writing. And you know what I mean? I just walked up to him and said, you should start writing. He just kind of looked at me like a weirdo, but hey, that's who I am. I'm accepting it. I'm loving that about me. I see a lot of good things when I look at people, and sometimes I will mention it to them. A lot of people just kind of look at me like, hey, it's cool. Because I used to look at people like, all the time. I ain't lying, man. I remember this one time I was walking into a laundromat with, this girl was my dream girl. She was like 4'11", Coca-Cola shape. No, she was a little bit taller. She was about 4'11". I give her 4'11". Coca-Cola shape, hazel eyes, like her eyes kind of like they were like this, but they were big and brown. Oh man, oh my gosh, she was so fucking beautiful. And thick too, thick. And we was walking into the laundromat one day, and this guy just kind of stopped and looked at me. And he was like, God wants you to stop playing. He's ready to give you the gift. And he said, you've been playing. And I just kind of looked at him like, and I walked off, you know what I'm saying? So I completely get it. I've been there, I've done that. And, sometimes when people look at me crazy, then that's what it is. Some say I'm crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. Sometimes, but I'm not crazy. And my mistakes don't make me or break me. They say I'm crazy. Cause I picked the pistol with that nigga for 40 minutes straight. Fucked up his face. Yeah. You hungry? Ready to go? I'm like, peace. They say that I'm crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy.